Adam was special from day one, the moment he was born. And I know that sounds funny or unique, but the second he was born by C-section, and the doctor lifted him out, and he literally looked around left to right, up and down, and it was like he said, "I've got this." And it was the most amazing thing.
Adam was a joy from day one. Adam also was always in competition with his older brother. So he was always trying to be faster, stronger, always participated in sports. He was always a leader on every team he played for, but also with his friend group. He was always that person that you could go to for motivation, just to be uplifted.
A natural born leader. You could see that from a really young age too, just the way that he was kind of inspiring the guys around him to play better than even they thought they could. You know, I would say he's got that lead it by example type, but it's more than that. He's giving the rowdy speeches when the team needs it, and demonstrates by just making a big play, and he carried that through high school and into his college career as well.
Yeah, I got to know Adam really well as his position coach with the linebackers, and he was always a guy who stood out, first of all, because he was a great player. Coaches always know the great players. And I think in high school, leadership can be really challenging because guys don't like to tell the other guys what they're doing wrong. They don't like to tell them where they failed to meet the standards. And Adam was just awesome at that. He excelled at that in a way that only a few guys in my memory have done. And those are the guys who really stick out because it's very rare to see a young man hold his peers to that standard. And in a way where they have no regard for their popularity. And that's really what leadership in a lot of ways is.
His most significant accomplishment was founding TUF, the Uniform Funding Foundation, which he founded in 2018. When he received the walk-on position at the University of Michigan, I told him that he's now received a platform.
I remember the day that Adam came home because at a stop sign on his way home from football, there were little kids that were asking for donations of money for uniforms. And he just was so astonished by that because he never had to think about a uniform. And it was probably one of the most joyful days any time that he got a new uniform. And so he was really struck that, wow, I never had to worry about a uniform, and these little kids are out here asking for money. So he did. He came home that day, he talked to Jeff, he talked to me, and said, I have to do something. And that's how it was born.
Adam's found a way to not only give back to the people around him, but really take it to a global scale, which has been amazing. He found himself in this position where he's meeting a lot of influential, high-powered people, and the platform that he built out through TUF, it's been really cool to see that he's kind of that middleman between getting kids who never had opportunity and high-powered donors that never saw an easier path to create really cool once-in-a-lifetime chances.
They just went to Africa. They're going to Samoa. We went to Hawaii together last year, and these are all like donations that were like specific for somebody. Somebody wanted a donation in Hawaii. Somebody wanted one in Africa, you know, and they set all of it up. There's going to be a documentary coming out about them, but we've served over 4,100 youth athletes to date, which has been huge, and it's all a credit to Adam and his hard work.
I think Adam is very faithfully living the mission of the school, and it just so happens that he has gotten some attention, and that's okay. I don't think he was asking for it, but it just so happened that to raise funds for uniforms, he has a few connections, and he's capitalized on those. This isn't a new thing. This has been on his mind for years, and I'm sure that that mindset, that attitude, was there long before driving through the city and seeing that team practicing.
To date, they've served over 4,000 underserved athletes with their donations. And if you look at the website and you see the joy of these children when they receive these new uniforms, it's unparalleled. I get goosebumps every time I look at it. This week they're doing another donation in Cleveland, and I can't wait to go. There's nothing like it. It's pure joy.
I truly feel like Saint Ignatius has been everything for me as I've gone on past graduation. This is the place where I developed as a young man and learned my true values and was groomed into someone that could go and set the world on fire, which was one of Saint Ignatius's quotes that I live by. And another thing that Saint Ignatius really taught me is how to be a man for others. And I wrote AMDG on my paper growing up, even in middle school before I came to Saint Ignatius. I was so in love with that message of doing everything for the greater glory of God, and that's something I carry throughout all of my work now.